Good morning, guys. Still got my boots on. Let's do the time. It's 7:32 and it's Saturday. And it's overcast, if indeed that's what it is. Drizzly kind of day, but I'm very happy to see the rain. I live in England, you know. Rain is part of life here, and I absolutely adore the rain. I love it. Where's your ball, honey? Absolutely adore it. And we haven't had any serious rain for ages, and we have not had an electrical storm. This is going into year 5. Now, we used to have storms all of the time, and they were incredible to watch. This way, girls, come on. There hasn't been anything like that for such a long time. So I do like it when it's raining and the sun is up there hidden behind clouds or something resembling clouds. Oh, looky here. Can you see? Oh my word. The bluebells are starting to appear. Oh no, I haven't been here during spring when the bluebells come, so really I have no idea how far they're going to extend, but just looking around me, I think it's just going to be a whole kind of change from greens to blues. How wonderful. I'm going to take my boots off now, find somewhere to set you down, because I do have something to talk about today, something that's been eating away at me, and I'm going to get it off my chest, because it really is the best thing to do. And what people tend to do is they, you know, no, I'm not going to talk about that. I'm not going to, you know, tell people or whatever. I mean, this is nothing big. It sounds like, you know, I've caught Mrs. Rodriguez giving the milkman a homemade cake or something. Honey, go and get your ball, which I haven't. But sometimes we need to get things out rather than leave them inside and not understanding what it is that's making us feel a bit pissed off and sick. So, dum 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 dum. Isn't it a lovely day for a walk in the rain? It always is a lovely day for a walk in the rain. My booty booty boots. I'm taking my boots off, honey. Where's your ball? No, leave the camera. That was funny. It was like honey was going round the back side of the camera as if to say, well, I'll just operate this for you, shall I? Right. That's it. In my bag. Move, Ebbs. Let's go. Oh, I think the man with the Hungarian Vizsla girls might be coming. Although it might not be him. I have no idea. Oh, he's going a different way now. Bless him. People are so worried about their dogs meeting up, aren't they? Right, so here we go. It's to do with the spiritualist church, guys. Oh my word, right. I obviously got things a little wrong. I thought that if I went and offered my services to the Spiritualist Church, that they would be, you know, very, very happy. And I was told to come on Friday night, which at first I was thinking, oh, it's my one real day with Musta. And, you know, I'm not sure I want to dig into that time, but Mustaf was great. He said, no, you go. He said, my brother's returning to Iran today. I've got lots of Skyping and telephoning to do. So I went. And it's wonderful, isn't it, when we haven't been or done something else before. We get this kind of image of what it will be like, and that's what we base all our self-talk around, and our little internal interviews and things like that, you know, because throughout the day I'd be walking around and I'd be thinking, oh, I'm going to go there tonight, and if they say this, then I shall say that, and oh, I wonder if there'll be lots of people there, and it'll be so good to see people doing the healing, and so you know, I'd kind of decided that when I normally go on a Thursday and there's only like 6 people who are there for the medium, I thought, you know, the healing is bound to be packed with people. I must make sure I get an opportunity to speak to the woman, and so off I go, all kind of you know, happy and thinking, great, I'll be able to start doing healing like my dad did at this church. Well, when I got there, there was only 2 people. One of those was the woman who I was meant to see, and the other was a student of hers. And I said, you know, my name is Rose. I'd spoken to the president and he had said to come and blah, blah, blah. So she said to me, so why do you want to see me? And I said, well, I'm a healer and I would like to offer whatever I have to the church, like my father did. So she folded her arms and kind of sat back in a chair and rocked a little bit. Very defensive body language. Honey, bring the ball. And then she says, explain to me how you heal. So I said, well, and you know, her students sitting there as well. I said, well, I don't exactly heal. It is the belief that heals. Not only the belief in me, but the belief in that I have, but also the belief that the other person has, and it's a vibrational energy exchange. And this then went into a conversation that lasted over an hour. She warmed to me and said she would like to take me on as a student. And the thing is, it's a 3-year course. It's a proper qualification. They've got their own freaking university where people from all over the world go to learn anything from plasma something or other to table shaking to... Now, she said this word I'd never heard, so I said, I don't understand what that word means. So she says, oh, a word you don't understand, eh? And I thought, Rose, best start not understanding any words. So what it actually means is the manifestation of real things from thin air. So that could be a flower will just appear, or a brooch, or something. So we had this conversation, and basically, before I can really ever do any healing on anybody, I have to do this course, and then you cannot put your hands anywhere apart from on the person's shoulders. You can, it's called 1 point healing or something. You can only put your hands on their shoulders. You can do hands off healing, which is kind of skimming your hands 3 inches above the body, which is what I used to do anyway. And she says, you know, you're not allowed anything else that comes through. She says, because a lot of healers are also clairaudient or clairvoyant, or, you know, telekinesis and all this kind of stuff. You're not allowed to do any of that as well. She says, in fact, we like our healers to keep their hands away from people. Hello, David. Are you listening to what I'm saying? God, Dad. Changed since you were there, man. We're not allowed, or you're not allowed to touch pregnant women. You are not allowed to touch children under 16 unless you have signed permission from their parents. Oh, there is a hierarchy, there's a structure, there's insurances, there's... Do you know what? You have to learn, there's all these new laws been brought in, because in the light of all the paedophilia that they found in children's homes, new laws were brought in. Because another thing they found was that some of the children who had been sent to alternative therapists had also been abused by the alternative therapists. So it's like all of these insurances, and always have someone with you, and oh my Lord, you know, and she was explaining most of it is the government. And then she says, however, we did have to clear out a number of touchy-feely people who were kind of hiding behind the church. I thought, well, what's new? Every church has got its bloody... But do you know what? I had thought, given serious consideration to the fact that it was a church. Because religion, I don't care in what guise the religion comes. It's a man-made construct, always will be, and with their rules, regulations, this, that. I mean, it was like, no, what you have to do this, and you have to do that, and you have to do the next thing, and you have to do, and you're not allowed to talk about any other forms of healing with your clients, they're called. So, for instance, even barefoot walking, I wouldn't be able to talk about this with them. Or about drinking clear water, structured water, I wouldn't be able to talk to them about that. Oh, wow. Let me see. It's my mate, Kate. Hello, Kate, my darling. How are you? I am too, my darling. Yeah. I'm out barefoot walking, darling, at the moment. Yeah, at Wayne Bodywood, so having a nice little walk. Are you in then if I drop my stuff and I'll come round for yeah. Yeah. Oh dear. Bless her. Oh, so what are you doing later on? Well, I'll come to you for a coffee, and then later on, if you want, come round mine, and we'll have some food and do some mutual healing on each other. I've got my, well, you know, I've got my video running, so I want it to sound like we're going to do something, you know, terribly organised and well behaved. Okay, I'll come round then, Kate, as soon as I've dropped my stuff. So it'll be about 9:10. Have one rolled, would you? Cheers, babe. Love you. Bye. Oh, sorry about that. I've lost a dog. Honey. Hello. Yes, you know, so you're not allowed to do anything or give any information that could be beneficial at all. And I'm kind of, it's just ridiculous. And I was saying, you know, I remember my father coming here and, you know, he would come home often with bottles of whiskey, bless him. So the only Scotsman on the planet, I think, who never drank. But people wanted to say thank you, and, you know, you're not allowed to take financial recompense, so they always gave him whiskey, assuming as a Scotsman he would want to drink it. And she was, oh no, there's, you know, we're very professional. And I thought, what a fucking pity, eh? So I've given it some thought, and, you know, I think it's just a load of bollocks, man. And, you know, she said that all of this has really happened in the last 30 years. Well, of course, my dad moved to Northern Ireland in 74. So, you know, that's 40 years ago. No, it doesn't sound like the kind of place I want to be a part of. Do you like that piece of woodland artwork, sculpture? Beautiful, isn't it? So that's really that one. Knocked on the head, and it makes perfect sense of why my dad never came and gave me any messages. But I tell you, this university that they've got, the student who was there, she was a woman probably older than me, very pleasant lady. She was kind of saying that she has been, and she said there's just people from all over the world, and they are learning the most amazing skills. Now, you see, that kind of appeals to me, but you don't have to be a member of the Spiritualist Union to actually go on these courses. So I'm thinking I might have a look through the brochure again and just see. And I mean, they have sections in that brochure which are like French week, Italian week, German week, Danish week, and that is just when places are booked by people, speakers of those languages, so that others who are living in all different parts of the world who have a common heritage or lineage and language can meet together and do it. So it's a very big place, and you know, but so there we go. That's kind of where I'm at the moment with that. I think my father would be horrified. You know, one of the most healing things we can do is smile at another individual. You know, and then if we actually touch their hand, hold their hand and smile, that does so much. But I just found it. And insurances, that was the thing, the insurances you have to have. She's saying, oh, you know, you've got to cover yourself. And she said, would you ever think to do healing on a pregnant woman? And I thought to myself, well, you know, we're talking about the laying on of hands here, an energetic exchange of energy vibration. You know, I'm not going to inject her with formaldehyde. And it's, no, you never put your hands on a pregnant woman. And actually pregnant women are more in need of hands on them than anybody. You know, just to be cuddled and loved and embrace the unborn, well, the created within, with these vibratory feelings of love. That is important to me. Well, apparently you don't do it because, and I won't quote because I can't remember word for word what she said. But she says this went to the Spiritualist Union Council, and you know, what if, she said, you put your hands on a pregnant woman and, you know, when the baby is born, the baby is horribly deformed. I mean, I don't like that term. I really do not like the term horribly deformed. How dare we? So that kind of got a little hair rised up in the back of my neck. She said, and that woman blames it on you because you put your hands on her. There was nothing wrong before you. Get your ball, honey. Before you touched her abdomen with her unborn baby in it. She says, how do you think you'd feel if she sued you? I'm thinking, I'm in cuckoo land here, man. I'm in cuckoo land, and it's time for me to fly away. So she said she would love to have me as a student after talking to me. She says I would find the course very easy, but it has to take 3 years. It doesn't matter if you can do it, you know, quicker than that, because here everybody's equal. Everybody does it at the same pace. Is that what equal means? You know, I'm getting confused by the terminology now. I didn't think that was equal. I thought that was limiting yourself, you know. Anyway. So, and she says, we choose an angelic name for you. And I said to the other student, I said, what's your angelic name? And she says, mine's Annabelle. Oh, I thought, oh my God, I'd probably get called frickin' Tinkerbell or something. This whole thing about names again. Guys, I'm rabbiting, aren't I? It's time for me to go because, well, I'm going to see my mate Kate, and then later on, I'm going to have her for dinner. Well, not Kate exactly, but so, yes. But you know, the one good thing about all of this is it has managed to clear it from my mind. And I just think, you know, the church hardly has anybody attend. And I'm thinking, ultimately, all of these things have been pushed on them by the government, you know. And you're wondering if they are just trying to close down places where people once would have found peace, solace and healing. And they said there's no hierarchy, but look, it's really, because I said, right, well, I'm going to go now. Thank you so much for your time. and I have really, really appreciated everything you've told me, and I have learnt so much. So I was saying, it's been very interesting to find out about how you heal here. And she says, no, we don't heal. She says, the thing you've got to remember is, we are the highest order in the spiritualist church. We are above the mediums, we're above this. And I thought, you've told me there's no freaking hierarchy. Now you're trying a last sales pitch with, you know, we're the top, we're the best, you get to wear this so that everybody knows. Well, you know, there's only 4 of you in the church. I'm sure I could pass that message round. Oh, do you know what I mean? And you just see the potential of this has been ripped. The heart has been ripped out of it. And no, it's not for me, guys. It's not for me. So I'm really happy that it's happened, because I know that that is no longer the way for me. And that is sometimes more important than when you think you have found the right way. Because it frees you up. It frees you up, and it also has given me a lesson in what is important to me with healing and what isn't. And one of the things that's really important to me about healing is the spontaneity of it. And she had asked me, you know, had I done anything like this before, and I said years ago in rugby I did get invited to an inner circle. I mean, this is the thing, inner circles, outer circles, smoke, mirrors. And that as I was doing hands-off healing, I was getting some messages too. And she says, well, you're not allowed to give those messages. You're not allowed. I mean, hang on a minute. You're saying that the healing is not you, it is direct with spirit who are using you as a channel. Well, so are these other spirits. Do you know what I mean? But, oh, not allowed to do that. No. So, I don't know. But bless, she was such a lovely lady, and I have to walk through this beautiful grass. She was such a lovely lady, and they are doing something very beautiful, but that in itself has been completely messed around with by having to join unions, hierarchies, government training courses on health and safety, and you know, Contamination of Diseases Act. Oh gosh, thank you, Angel, that's just what I needed. So yeah, righty ho, guys, that grass was just so beautiful. It's wet, it's got a little bit of rain or dew or something on it, and it is just yummy. Right, honey, where's your ball? Time for us to go. So, keep looking up, guys, and remember, look, there's a blue sky coming over there. Hey, maybe Kate and I will be able to go into my garden later on and have our lunch. That would be fantastic, actually. I would really like that. So, yeah. Keep looking up, you may see a blue sky appearing.